guys, and welcome to the first module. Our first module, or our first unit, is on short stories. I just wanted to give you a little snapshot and overview of what this unit looks like. As a friendly reminder, all of our units are 2 weeks long, and so we want to get into kind of a flow of things. By the time that you get to the last unit, Unit 4, you'll be really comfortable with our process and how it works. So Unit 1 is packed, I would say, a little bit more than the other units, so just keep that in mind. But let's get started. So your first task is to check out the syllabus, read over the expectations of the class, the student learning outcomes, check out the grading categories so you're familiar with, how the grading works, and if you have any questions, your first task is to post them to the discussion board, our porch talk discussion, or your observations, a question, concern, observation about the syllabus. Then you're going to get yourself a journal ASAP. So in this course, you're going to have 2 journals. One of them is going to be a paper journal where you're going to write down your ideas, your brainstorming, take notes. And then the other journal is a digital journal, and your digital journal will be due each unit. And so what's going to be in the digital journal is the literary concepts and breakdown of the literary terminology that we're going to be using each unit. So this is terminology that you've used your whole life, but we're using it on a conscious level now. So the terminology for short story would look like tone, symbolism, what is the setting of the story, who are the characters, this is, what is the climax of the story, what is the resolution. Those are the kind of concepts you're going to familiarize yourself with and apply in your digital journal, and there's a breakdown of that down here, which we'll go over in a bit. So basically, you're going to have your digital journal and your journal for taking notes. And the reason for that is because you'll submit the digital journal, and you want to have, of course, as a writer, a reader, a thinker, you're going to want to have your own journal where you can kind of connect and make these take note of insights, of golden lines from the readings. Something that stands out to you that you find beautiful, you want to jot that down, vocabulary that you might want to look up, things like that. So for week 1, we have 4 discussions, and most of them are just really us getting to know each other, reflecting a little bit on your experience with stories, what does storytelling look like in your life, what is critical thinking, since this course is a critical thinking course, the different ways that we formulate an argument. And so discussion 1 is looking at inductive and deductive reasoning, really just trying to understand how we formulate an argument, how we make an argument and support it with facts and ideas, how we build an argument up, or we come to conclusions about things. So that's week 1. We're dipping our toe into short story by looking at a reading packet that contains the literary terms. That's happening in week 1. And then the last discussion is us just kind of getting to know each other a little bit more as we navigate the terrain of critical thinking through literature. In week 2, we have 3 discussions, and those are looking at actual short stories. So we only have a handful of short stories that we're looking at so that we can delve a little bit deeper into those short stories. And one of the discussions for week 2 is priming you for essay number 1. So there are 4 essays in this class, 1 essay per unit. You are only responsible for 2 of the essays, so I want you to think about which of the essays you think you might be interested in writing for this semester. There's short story, there's poetry, there is drama, and then there is The Myth of Sisyphus by Albert Camus. So I want you to think about which ones you want to submit, because if you're choosing to do essay number 1, you're going to want to start on that as soon as you can so you feel confident about your writing process and your drafting of ideas. In each unit, you have the digital journal log. And so what this looks like, just to give you a little snapshot, is you are going to have 2 entries for each short story that we're reading, and we're reading 4 short stories. We have The Story of an Hour by Kate Chopin, we have Hills Like White Elephants by Ernest Hemingway, and we have Girl by Jamaica Kincaid, and then we have Fish Cheeks by Amy Tan. And so you're going to you're going to extract golden lines from each of these readings, and you're going to share them in your digital journal log. So this will be in an MLA format, in a Microsoft Word document, or a Google Doc that you convert to a PDF, but this is the format. You'll pick a quote from the reading, cite it in MLA, connect the quote to concepts of story that I mentioned earlier, or literary terms, and then you're going to explain why you picked it. So this is what your log will look like. If you're wanting a full journal log for short story, you're welcome to open this example here, and then you can check that out, and you could save it and use it as a guide as well. And so this is what your digital journal will look like. Again, you'll have 2 entries per short story, so that's a total of 8 entries. If you're looking at Corey Ellis's, it has all the information here, just to demystify it a bit. But pick the golden lines that stand out to you, because those are the ones that are going to excite you, that you're going to want to write about and reflect on. And if you're interested in writing the short story essay for Unit 1, then you can use your journal to guide you into a literary analysis by the things that you focus on. The other thing for Unit 1 is your quiz on short story. The first 3 units have quizzes. The last one does not, because we'll have covered all of our literary terms. For each quiz, you're given a few attempts just so that you feel confident. But really, the quiz is just to help you really understand the literary concepts and what they mean. I'm going to show you a preview of what the quiz looks like. So the quiz is set for double time, so you have extra time on it. And also, you can attempt it more than once. So my advice for you is to check out the reading here, highlight the concepts and terms from the packet, what are short stories. Anything in bold is a term that will be on the quiz. And so you're really just practicing that. This is what a question might look like. So blank are nothing more than these tales told by men and women who have studied the art of storytelling, refined it through long practice, and adapted it to the demands of a sophisticated reading as opposed to a listening audience. And so these are what the questions look like. The wording is copied exactly from the packet, so there's no confusion there. You're looking at different types of narrators, first-person narrator, omniscient narrator, that kind of stuff. I just want you to feel confident and comfortable, really not only understanding the terms, but hopefully using those literary concepts in your essays and in your discussion posts as you're analyzing and reflecting on what we've read. And so that's a typical quiz. The last thing that you'll see for each unit, I'm just backing up here. Beep. The last thing you'll see is the essay. So again, you're only responsible for 2 out of the 4. Think about what you want to do, because once the essay closes, it won't open back up, so you can't retroactively go back and do an essay. So if you're crunched for time and you know the first part of the semester and this 8-week course is going to be lighter for you, I would highly recommend that you complete the early essay, so that way later, when you're bogged down with other classes or work or family responsibilities, you're actually freed up, because you're not obligated to write any more essays because you've already completed the 2 essay requirement. So that is Unit 1 short story in a nutshell. I hope it helps.